Hello everyone and welcome to my BTG CBS update channel. Joey Armstrong leaned against a pillar, tuxedo jacket unbuttoned, watching Vanessa McBride weave through the throng in a shimmering silver gown. "You ready for this?" he asked, raising his glass. Vanessa smiled, clinking her flute against his. "New year, new us. I'm ready for anything." The music swelled, the countdown began, and the room erupted in a thunderous Happy New Year. Balloons dropped, confetti rained, and couples kissed under the glittering lights. Vanessa turned to Joey, eyes bright. "Happy New Year, baby." Across town at Orphegene's, the jazz club was packed, the air thick with anticipation. Shanice Johnson stood near the bar in a deep emerald dress, her curls swept to one side. Ted Richardson, in a tailored black suit, never took his eyes off her. The clock struck 12. The band hit the final chord of Auld Lang Syne, and Ted stepped forward, cupping Shanice's face gently. "Happy New Year, Shanice," he murmured. She smiled, a little breathless. "Happy New Year, Ted." He leaned in and kissed her, slow, deliberate, the kind of kiss that said everything they hadn't dared say out loud yet. Shanice's hand slid up his chest, fingers curling into his lapels. When they finally parted, her eyes were wide, shining. Ted brushed a thumb across her cheek. "Still think this is a bad idea?" he asked softly. Shanice laughed, shaky. "I think it's the best idea I've had in years." Back at the Fairmont Crest, the party was still roaring. Dr. Madison Montgomery stood near the stage with Chelsea Hamilton, both of them sipping cocktails. The lights dimmed, and the MC's voice boomed over the speakers. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the one, the only, Kenny Lattimore." The crowd exploded. Madison's jaw dropped. She grabbed Chelsea's arm. "No flippin' way, it's Kenny Lattimore." Chelsea laughed, clapping. "Girl, I told you this club pulls out all the stops." On stage, Kenny's voice rolled out smooth and rich, filling the room with "Never Too Busy." Couples swayed, glasses raised. Vanessa found Joey again, slipping her hand into his. "This is perfect," she whispered. Joey kissed her temple. "You're perfect." Meanwhile, in Eva Thomas's apartment, the city lights glittered through the floor-to-ceiling windows. Isaiah Hawthorne lounged on the couch, tie loosened, watching Eva pace in front of him. "You know," he said, "I can have a girlfriend with any career. Model, lawyer, doctor, whatever. Doesn't matter to me." Eva stopped dead. She turned slowly, eyebrows raised. "Hooah, what did you just call me?" Isaiah grinned, unrepentant. "Girlfriend. You got a problem with that?" Eva crossed her arms, but her lips twitched. "You're moving real fast, Isaiah." "Life's short," he said, standing up. "And I'm not wasting another minute pretending I don't want you." Eva studied him for a long beat. Then she stepped closer, voice soft. "You're trouble, you know that?" "I'm your kind of trouble," he replied. She laughed, the sound light and surprised. "We'll see about that." At the casino, the roulette tables hummed under low lights. Leslie Thomas stood in a sleek black dress, arms folded, waiting. Joey Armstrong approached, curious. "Leslie, what can I do for you?" She smiled, sharp and confident. "I've got a business proposal, one I think you're going to like." Joey raised an eyebrow. "I'm listening." Leslie leaned in. "Let's just say it involves a little investment and a lot of upside." Joey studied her. "You're not here to talk about the club, are you?" "Not tonight," she said. "But soon. Very soon." In the quiet hospital room, the only sound was the soft beeping of monitors. Anita Dupree sat on the edge of the bed in a hospital gown, her hands folded tightly in her lap. Vernon Dupree stood beside her, one hand resting on her shoulder. "Anita," he said gently, "we need to let the family know." She looked up at him, eyes glistening. "I wanted to wait. The holidays. I didn't want to ruin it for everyone." Vernon knelt in front of her, taking both her hands. "You're not ruining anything. You're giving them the chance to love you through this. Like we always have." Anita's voice cracked. "Breast cancer. I still can't believe it's real." Vernon pressed his forehead to hers. "We're going to get through this. Together. And so will the girls." Anita closed her eyes, tears slipping down her cheeks. "I'm scared, Vernon." "I know," he whispered. "But you're not alone." At the Fairmont Crest party, Vanessa's phone buzzed. She glanced at the screen then looked at Joey. It's my dad. He says Nicole got a call from her father. Joey frowned. Everything okay? Vanessa shook her head slowly. I don't know. He sounded serious. Across town, Danny Dupree sat curled on Andre Richardson's couch, wrapped in a blanket. Andre held her close, stroking her hair as she cried quietly. It's Mom, Danny whispered. She has breast cancer. Andre's arms tightened around her. Oh baby. I'm so sorry. Danny's voice broke. She didn't want us to know until after the holidays. She didn't want to ruin Christmas. Andre kissed her forehead. She's strong. And she's got all of you. Danny nodded, wiping her eyes. I need to see her. I need to tell her I love her. Later that night, Danny stood outside Bill Hamilton's mansion, pounding on the door. Haley Hamilton opened it, face already tight with anger. Danny, it's late. What do you want? Danny's voice trembled. I need to talk to Bill. Haley stepped forward. You need to get out. Now. Bill appeared behind her, expression hard. There's nothing you need to say to me right now that is that important. Danny's eyes flashed. It's about our girls. Our daughters. They need to know what's happening with Mom. Bill's jaw clenched. This isn't the time. It is the time. Danny shouted. My mother has cancer, Bill. And you're standing there like it doesn't matter. Haley's face softened for a fraction of a second, then hardened again. You don't get to barge in here and make demands. Danny stepped closer, voice raw. I'm not here to fight. I'm here because I'm scared. And I know you are too. But we have to tell our girls. Together. Bill looked away, throat working. Fine. I'll call them tomorrow. Danny exhaled, shaky. Thank you. In a quiet corner of the mansion, Nicole Dupree leaned against the wall, phone clutched to her ear. Tears streamed down her face. Dad. Mom has breast cancer. Vernon's voice was steady on the other end. Yes, sweetheart. She wanted to wait, but we can't anymore. Nicole slid down the wall, knees buckling. How long has she known? A few weeks. She didn't want to spoil the holidays. Nicole sobbed. She's been carrying this alone? Not alone, Vernon said. She's had me. And now she'll have all of you. Nicole pressed a hand to her mouth. I'm coming home. Right now. Back at Orphegene's, Shanice and Ted sat in a quiet booth, the club lights dimmed low. Ted's arm was around her shoulders, her head resting against his chest. I can't believe we did that, Shanice murmured. Ted chuckled. Kissed at midnight? Yeah, that was pretty bold. She lifted her head. I mean, in front of everyone. Leslie was right there. Ted's smile faded slightly. Leslie and I were done. We've been done for a while. Shanice searched his face. You sure? He cupped her cheek. I've never been more sure of anything. Shanice leaned in, kissing him again, soft, lingering. When they pulled apart, she whispered, Happy New Year, Ted. He smiled against her lips. Happy New Year, Shanice. The week of December 29th to January 2nd promised to be one of the most emotional on Beyond the Gates yet. Anita's diagnosis would ripple through the Dupree family, forcing them to confront grief, fear, and the unbreakable bonds of love. Danny and Bill would navigate their complicated co-parenting in the shadow of crisis. Nicole would grapple with the weight of secrets kept to protect her. And in the midst of it all, Shanice and Ted's new romance would bloom quietly, a small light in the gathering storm. As the new year began, the residents of Fairmont Crest faced the truth that life doesn't wait for perfect moments. Sometimes it arrives in hospital rooms, in tearful confessions, in unexpected kisses under midnight lights. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let the people who love you carry you through the hardest days.